And you know, when you're around a group of people who are laughing, it can be difficult. And sometimes it's impossible not to just join in with your own laughter. And there's an example from a YouTube video. This is from a decade ago, and it shows just that. A man on a crowded train started laughing loudly and filmed the results. See, it's just infectious. It just catches on. Well, our next guest knows a lot about laughter. In fact, he is the Canadian Laughing Champion of 2025. Kelly Podlubny is also a laughing yoga practitioner, and he's here with us in studio right now with a big smile on his face. A very good afternoon to you, Kelly.
And good afternoon to you as well. It's wonderful to be here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First of all, what exactly is the Canadian Laughing Championship?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. So the Canadian Laughing Championship is just a group of people that are getting together to try and figure out who's got the most contagious laugh.
It's contagious. Okay, so how do you win? How do you judge? How do you approach something like that?
Well, the way you can win is through direct competition, meaning that different people will offer up sort of a different kind of laugh. So, for example, like snort laughter, for example, and whoever is the most popular, most contagious contestant will move on to the next round.
I see. So how many rounds did you have to get through?
Oh gosh, so there was 8 different rounds that we had to get through.
8 rounds. How do you even get your mind in the space to compete like that?
Oh, it's just about unconditional laughter. If I'm asked to laugh maniacally, I will do my best job I can to just do some of my best maniacal laughter.
Really? Okay, well, we're going to test some of that in a little bit. But you're a laughing yoga practitioner. That's intriguing for me as well. What does that involve?
Oh, so that's just involving getting together with other people and just laughing unconditionally. We do some little exercises to help encourage, different kinds of laughter. We do some movement exercises and a lot of deep breathing.
A lot of deep. Okay, just what kind of movement? Just give us a little.
Oh gosh, well, we do a lot of interactive exercises. So, for example, we might do a high five with miss. So we'll come into our friends that we're laughing with, and we're going to come in for a high five, but we miss each other when we're getting ready for the high five, and then we all just laugh about it.
Okay. Well, that's one of the great things about laughter, I think, is that it happens organically. Like that video that we just heard wasn't something that was planned. Someone just started laughing on the train and then saw what happened. Can you achieve that same feeling, I guess, by deciding to laugh?
Well, this is the thing. It's less organic in the beginning. And it's one of those things in life that we fake it until we make it. So, if you fake laugh, because sometimes, quite often we don't feel like laughing. And so if I fake laugh, well, I'm going to trick my body into thinking that I'm actually happy. And so what happens is that when I start with the fake laughter, it eventually morphs into genuine laughter. And then all of a sudden I start feeling better and I feel the results.
Okay. Well, yeah, as you notice, as you're talking, we've got more and more people in studio. We've invited a lot of our team members. Caroline's here, Divya, Magenta, Gurpreet. They're all in here in studio with Steve and I. So let's pretend we're in a little bit of a class. Why don't you take us through how you get us laughing?
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, what we do is we can start off with something called gradient laughter. And so basically, and just remember, we have to fake this, right? This isn't, you might not feel like laughing, like I said. So if we
this is a fake it till you make it kind of a scenario.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if we start off with gradient laughter, we just sort of start off with a bit of a fake chuckle, right? So, and then we can try and boost that up a little bit. So, and then if you sort of bring that up even more, and if you start to sort of pay attention to how it makes you feel, you might want to start laughing a little bit bigger.
Gurpreet, you're not laughing yet. Steve, come on, work with us. flirt with...
I'm reacting to someone is really getting into it behind me right now.
Keep it going.
Oh gosh, yes. And this is the thing about sort of, getting into it, right? Is that it's a very community-based practice. So when we see other people laughing, it makes it a little bit easier for us to laugh. And then it kind of goes back and forth until we can really maximize the effect.
Well,
right?
you talked at the outset about the maniacal laughter. Can
gosh.
you give us a sample of that?
So apparently I have the #1 diabolical laugh in the country
Okay.
right now. So so what we would do is we start off with a phrase. So for example, I'd say, welcome to CBC Radio. And then I would, do my best diabolical laugh. So that would be like, and so, I would love to hear everybody sort of try that with me. Though,
Okay,
right?
everybody,
so you're your best
everybody ready with
diabolical laugh.
diabolical laughter?
I'm doing it.
Well, I think we need it. We all needed a little bit. What does it do to the body physically? I mean, again, you're leading a laughter yoga class in your regular life, right? What happens to our bodies?
Oh gosh, well, the biggest benefit is dopamine release. And so, a lot of times I know some of us will look for different ways to sort of get that dopamine hit that we desire to make us feel better, right? Or to feel good. And this is the thing, even like I said, if you fake it, you still receive that dopamine release, that feel-good hormone, right?
Okay. Is everyone feeling a little bit, feeling that hormone? Yeah, the dopamine. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. It was really a pleasure to have you here. Bring a little bit of laughter in the studio. But again, fake it till you make it. Just wonder how many people were laughing along out there who were listening right now. Kelly, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you again.
Kelly Podlubny is the Canadian laughing champion of 2025.